Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to High 3. By the way, congratulations on the pass. So, you made it. Well, this is the last level in High series. God willing, after this level, you'll be studying advanced levels. Well, Unit 1, in seventh heaven, in seventh heaven. Well, everyone, to be in seventh heaven means to be extremely happy, to be elated, to be kind of blissful. Now that you have made it, now that you have passed the High 2 final exam, I'm sure you're absolutely in seventh heaven. You're extremely happy. Okay? Just keep smiling and the world will smile to you. Well, welcome to lesson 1.1. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry, be happy. Of course, it is not easy to be happy, but just give it a shot. We have nothing to lose after all. Well, guys, could you please open your books to page 2? Page 2. Exercise 1A. Look at the idioms and their meanings in the table below. Okay? So, the idioms and their meanings. Well, guys, as usual, we will just check out the idioms and their meanings. Later on, I'll try to come up with some sample sentences using the idioms here. Okay? Now, ready, set, go. So, we have two columns here, guys. We have the idioms and their meanings. The first one, have a whale of a time. So, to have a whale of a time. It means have a very good time or have an exciting or fun time. Have a whale of a time. Next, to be on cloud 9. Cloud 9. It means to be happy, to be cheerful. Cheerful, as you know, means happy, delighted. On top of the world. We say to be on top of the world, to feel on top of the world. So everyone, when you feel, when you are on top of the world, you are feeling wonderful. You are feeling glorious. Glorious, guys, again means wonderful. You are feeling ecstatic. Ecstatic. Ecstatic means delighted, very happy, wonderful. Yeah? Ecstatic. So glorious and ecstatic. Ecstatic. The noun form is ecstasy. We have it on the following pages. So, next is to be over the moon. To be over the moon. If you are over the moon, guys, you are extremely pleased and happy. Pleased, again, means happy, thrilled, glorious. Next one, jump for the joy, or we say leap for the joy, L-E-A-P. Guys, when you jump or when you leap for the joy, it means you are very happy and excited about something that has happened. Jump for the joy or leap for the joy. You jump up because you are very happy. I'm sure the moment you checked your final exam results on Chitsazan online, you jumped for joy. Okay? Or you lift for joy. Next one, something makes your day. Or guys, let's say make somebody's day. Make somebody's day. It means something makes you feel very happy or makes someone feel very happy. So make someone's day means make someone very happy, make someone glorious, cheerful, ecstatic. Next, be floating on air or be walking on air. Or guys, we just say float on air or walk on air. Well, it means to be very happy about something good that has happened, to feel cheerful, glorious. Next one, like a dog with two tails. You know, animals, most animals have tails. So like a dog, to be or to feel like a dog with two tails, guys, means to be extremely happy, to be really happy. Next one, a happy camper. A happy camper. Everyone, a happy camper means a happy person. Just to put it in a nutshell, means a happy person. Hope you guys are happy campers. So, happy camper, someone who is content or satisfied. Everyone, content means satisfied. Satisfied means happy. Okay, so content or satisfied, happy, not dissatisfied, with what is happening in life with no complaints. So a happy camper means a happy person. But nowadays, unfortunately, I'm afraid many people aren't happy campers. Okay, things are looking up. Or guys, it's better say look up. Yeah, let's just put it this way: look up. Well, look up means to improve, to get better, to boost, to enhance. So look up. So when we say things are looking up, we mean things have not been going well for you, but then begin to improve. So we say, for example, business looked up last year. Well, look up means get better, improve. Now, example time. So remember the title of the unit, to be in seventh heaven. Okay, everyone, as I mentioned, to be in seventh heaven means to be extremely happy. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Hello. Here I am. Okay. So the title of the unit, to be in seventh heaven. It means to be extremely happy. For example, since they got married, they've been in seventh heaven. They've been extremely happy. Well, the first idiom on page 2, have a whale of a time. Have a whale of a time. To enjoy yourself very much, to be happy. For example, we had a whale of a time on holiday. Lucky you. To be on cloud 9, again, to be extremely happy, excited, cheerful. Was Helen pleased about getting the job? And your friend says, pleased? Come on, she was on cloud 9. She was extremely happy. Next, on top of the world. On top of the world means, again, extremely happy. She was feeling on top of the world. You know why? Because she had passed the final exam. Lucky her. Be over the moon. It means to be very happy, to be very pleased. She was over the moon about her new bike. She got a new bike and she was over the moon about it. Jump for joy, or remember, leap for joy. To be extremely happy. For example, so how did Robert take the news? And the other person says, well, he didn't jump for joy. He wasn't so happy about it. Okay, so jump for joy or leap for joy. Next one, make someone's day. Make someone's day. It means to make someone happy. Sing, for example, sing Adrian again after such a long time really makes my day. Or when a student is serious and industrious about their lessons, it really makes my day. Okay? Well, be walking or be floating on air, or walk or float on air. Again, to be very happy and excited because something very good has happened to you. For example, ever since she met Mark, she's been walking on air. She's been floating on air. Yeah, what a nice event. Well, like a dog with two tails. To feel or to be like a dog with two tails. It means to be very delighted, to be very happy, pleased, cheerful, glorious, ecstatic. You see, everyone, I'm just repeating these words to help you activate and remember them. And remember, as I keep saying, practice makes perfect. Practice is the key to success. Okay, just take it from me. Practice is the key to success. It really does make perfect. Okay. So, like a dog with two tails, again, to be very happy, delighted. Is he pleased? And you say, wow, like a dog with two tails. He feels like a dog with two tails. He's very delighted. A happy camper, as I mentioned earlier, means someone who is happy with the situation they are in. She's just found out about the pay cut and she's not a happy camper. I'm afraid, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. Well, last but not least, look up. Look up. To become better, to improve, to boost, to enhance. Well, I hope things will start to look up in the new year. I do hope so, guys. I do hope so. Or our financial situation, of course, financial and financial, guys, both are correct. Okay? So our financial situation is looking up at last. Okay. Well, everyone, remember, I'd like you to reread the idioms. Try to just use them in your own sentences. Come up with some creative sentences and practice. Okay. Thank you so much. Now, shall we move on? Of course. Well, guys, page 3. Page 3. 1B. Complete sentences 1 through 10 with the idioms in the table, with the idioms on page 2. Okay. Well, guys, as you can see, there are 10 sentences here, and you're supposed to complete them using the idioms we've just learned. Well, everyone, remember, more than one answer is possible, So different answers are possible. Again, different answers are possible. And second, make sure to use the correct tenses, everyone. Sometimes we need to use past, I don't know, continuous forms, okay? Well, guys, if I were you, I would pause the video right now, okay? So make sure to pause the video. Just take your time to fill in the blanks to complete the sentences using the idioms we just learned. Then you can just come back, play the video, watch the rest of the video to check your answers. Just give it a try. Yeah. After all, remember, you have nothing to lose. So just pause the video, take your time to complete the sentences, then come back to the video, just play it, watch the rest of the video, and compare your answers. Okay, your choice, of course. So, number one, Sarah was walking on air or was floating on air when she heard that she'd won the first prize. Everyone, she'd won is the short form of she had won. Sometimes our dear students just confuse it. She had won, past perfect, had plus PP. Remember, Sarah was floating. Again, I told you to use the correct tense. Was floating, was walking on air. Or, of course, again, guys, again, as I mentioned earlier, different answers are possible. You can say, Sarah was on cloud nine. It is correct, guys, all right? More than one answer is possible. Number two, with his new job and his new car, Andy is a happy camper. A happy camper, a happy person. So Andy has been recruited, has been hired, has been employed. He has gotten a job, and as a result, he has a new car. So he's a happy camper. Hope you're always happy campers. Number three, how was your birthday? B. Oh, great! There were a lot of friends. We played games and danced. We really had a whale of a time. We really had a whale of a time. We had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves. Number four, it's great to hear from you. It's really made my day. Well, it's great to hear from you. Everyone, when you hear from someone, for example, when you hear from your friend, when you hear from a colleague, or I don't know, a beloved one, it means you get a letter, you get an email, or a phone call from them, or they tell you something. So it's great to hear from you. Well, it has really made my day. So hearing from you, getting a message, an email, a phone call from you has really made my day, has made me happy. Remember, make someone's day. Number five, after all those hard days, there is hope on the horizon. There is hope on the horizon again, as things have started looking up. So, started doing something, looking up. So, there is hope on the horizon. Everyone, on the horizon is an idiom. It means likely to happen soon. For example, there is hope on the horizon, or There are a few problems on the horizon. It means they're going to happen. So there is hope on the horizon, and everything is going to look up. Look up means to improve, get better. Number 6. Number 6. I was very afraid of the history exam, and when I managed to pass it, I was over the moon. I was on cloud 9. All right. I treated all my friends to lunch at the Savoy. At the Savoy. Okay. Just a minute, everyone. Okay. Yes. So, the person, I was very afraid of the history exam. I'm sure you were kind of afraid of the final exam, High 2 final exam. And when I managed to pass, everyone, managed to means I could, yes, or I was able to. I was able to pass. So managed to do something. Guys, pass means ace. You ace an exam. The opposite is fail or flunk. Remember, as high students, you need to know these words, okay? So, pass an exam or ace an exam. And the opposite is flunk an exam or fail an exam. So, I was over the moon. I was on cloud 9. I treated. Everyone, we say treat someone to something. Okay? Treat someone to something. So, I treated all my friends to lunch at the Savoy. I treated all my friends to lunch means I bought them lunch. Okay? I bought them. Well, the Savoy, everyone, the Savoy with the article the at the beginning, the Savoy is a very expensive, famous hotel in central London, the Savoy. So, it is located in London. Number 7. Since she was promoted to the position, since he was promoted to the position he had desired for ages, he feels glorious. He is sitting on top of the world. He is sitting on top of the world. Guys, promote means to get a better job. The opposite is demote. Okay? Demote. So when we demote someone, we lower them in rank or position. Okay, so promote, the opposite is demote. Well, the noun forms, guys, we have promotion, and the opposite is demotion. So promotion, getting a better job, and demotion, kind of being lowered to a low position. So, position, everyone, here means rank, job, okay, job. He had desired, desired means wanted, wanted, okay, for ages, for a long time, for ages. I haven't seen you for ages. Glorious, remember on page 2 means ecstatic, wonderful, cheerful, content, satisfied. Number 8. Okay, so guys, you see ever since here, ever since. Okay, so because of this, remember we need to use present perfect continuous. Okay, present perfect continuous. So here's the answer. I've been jumping for joy, or I've been feeling on cloud 9, or I have been on cloud 9, or I've been walking on air, I've been floating on air. You see simple perfect, present perfect or present perfect continuous. Okay, so I've been floating on air. I have been on cloud nine. I've been over the moon, or I've been feeling over the moon. Ever since Chris and I started going out today. Go out means date. So this young lady, this happy girl, has been walking on air ever since Chris and she started dating, going out together. Well, happy dating. Number 9, do you remember how happy we were when we first stayed out for a night? Guys, when you stay out for a night, you don't come home at night, or you go home late. We were like a dog with two tails, or like dogs with two tails. We were, I don't know, walking on air. We were happy campers. Yeah, okay. Number 10, when Paul won the first prize, when Paul won the first prize, he was on cloud 9. He was feeling cheerful. He was feeling happy. All right, 1C. Combine the words in the box in order to make 5 expressions. All right. You see the words in the box here: on, have, time, air, 9, dog, on, with, to, whale, the, of, moon, floating, cloud, over, and tails. Well, guys, put the words together to come up with 5 expressions. Here we go. On cloud 9, to be on cloud 9, to be happy. Have a whale of a time, to have a whale of a time, again, to be happy. To be over the moon, be over the moon. Or like a dog, excuse me, like a dog with 2 tails, to be like a dog, to feel like a dog with 2 tails. And be floating on air, or be walking on air, to be cheerful and happy. All right. Let me just move this. Okay. So 1D. Work in pairs. Work in pairs. Choose 4 of the idioms from the table of idioms and take your time to think of a happy moment in your life to tell your partner. Okay? Shall I? Yes. Okay. Well, everyone, generally speaking, I suppose I'm a happy camper. Of course, I do have some problems. We all do. After all, who doesn't? But thank God, generally speaking, I'm a happy camper. I'm just satisfied and content with my life. Of course, I can be happier, but beggars can't be choosers. Just yesterday, I had a class. I met this student of mine who had just passed the university entrance exam. He had started studying English. The news, guys, really made my day. I was just feeling on cloud 9. I was walking on air. Yeah, the news really made my day. And everyone, I hope the situation in our country for every single person will look up. You know, guys, we deserve better than this. God willing, tomorrow is beautiful and everything will just look up. I hope so. I do hope so. And we went shopping the other week. I got my daughter some dolls. She was jumped for joy. She was having a whale of a time, and she was like a dog with two tails. Yeah, it really made her day. Okay, well, 1E, these words are used to describe happiness or sadness. Put them in the table below according to their meaning. Okay. Well, everyone, as usual, I'd like to check out the correct pronunciation with you. Okay. So first, we're gonna check the correct pronunciation. Later, we will discuss the meanings and try to come up with some sentences. Okay, listen carefully. Everyone, I'm afraid nowadays our students just have lots of pronunciation problems. They just mispronounce very simple words. So guys, would you please just work on your pronunciation? Make sure to check the pronunciation of the words you're not sure of. Work on it. Okay? Remember, we are here to learn English, not a new language. So mispronunciation, guys, can cause lots of misunderstandings. Believe me. Okay? So work on your pronunciation, please. That is why I just repeat the word several times. I'd like you to pay attention and just work on it. Okay. So, here we go. Look at the words, guys. Look at the words and take a listen. Okay? Delighted, delighted, delighted. Mournful, mournful, mournful. Contented, contented. Sorrowful, sorrowful, sorrowful. Exuberant, exuberant, exuberant. Dejected, dejected, dejected. Thrilled, 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 thrilled. Heavy-hearted, heavy-hearted, heavy-hearted. Elated, elated, elated. Down in the dumps, down in the dumps, down in the dumps. Joyous, joyous, joyous. In grief, in grief, in grief. All right, now, guys, let's check out the meanings. Okay, well, the first word, guys, delightful, delightful. Delightful is an adjective. It means very pleasant, very attractive, very enjoyable. For example, our new neighbors are delightful. Or thank you for a delightful evening. Thank you for an enjoyable evening. Everyone, the adverb form, of course, the adverb form is delightfully, okay, delightfully. And delighted, everyone, delighted means happy, okay? So, something is delightful, it is very pleasant, and I feel delighted, I feel pleased, I feel very happy, okay? So, delightful and delighted. For example, you say a delighted audience, or Pat was very delighted with her new apartment, or I was delighted by the news, or I'm absolutely delighted that you can come. Well, guys, the noun form for delighted is delight. Delight. It means something that gives you great pleasure, great happiness, or satisfaction. Delight as a noun. For example, my sister's little boy is a real delight. Or I read your letter with great delight, satisfaction, happiness. The children just jumped for joy, they jumped in delight when they saw all the presents under the Christmas tree. Or he seems to take great delight in teasing his sister. He really enjoys it. Okay. Guys, delight can be a verb too. It means to give someone great pleasure, to give someone satisfaction. For example, Peter's success at college delighted his family. Delighted, made them happy, as a verb. Next one is mournful. Mournful. Mournful, everyone, means very sad, dejected, very sad. A mournful expression, mournful music. Do you like mournful music? I hope not. You know, it just makes you feel down in the dumps. Guys, the adverb form is mournfully, mournfully, and the noun form is mournfulness, mournfulness. By the way, the verb form is mourn, mourn, okay? To mourn means to feel or express great sadness, especially because of someone's death. Okay. For example, guys, during Muharram, we mourn for Imam Hussein. We mourn for him. Or Queen Victoria mourned Prince Albert's death for 40 years. Or she was still mourning for her brother. So mourn for someone. Or they mourn the passing of traditional folk dancing. Okay, they thought it had stopped being exciting. Next one is contented. Contented. Everyone, contented means happy and satisfied. Contented. She smiled a contented smile. He won't be contented until he's upset everyone in the office. He has upset everyone in the office. Guys, the adverb form is contentedly. Contentedly, L-Y. Finishing her meal, she sat back and sighed contentedly. Sighed contentedly. Everyone, if you're interested to know the opposite is discontented. Discontented. D-I-S. And the adverb form is discontentedly. And we have discontent. Discontent is the feeling of wanting better treatment or wanting to improve something. Well, guys, sorrowful means very sad, depressed, very sad, dejected. For example, with a sorrowful sigh, she folded the letter and put it away. The adverb form, guys, is sorrowfully. Sorrowful and sorrowfully. Everyone, we have the noun sorrow. Sorrow, S-O-R-R-O-W. Sorrow means a feeling of great sadness, kind of depression. For example, the sorrow she felt over the death of her husband was almost too much to bear. Or the sorrows of her earlier years gave way to joy in later life. Sorrow, feeling of sadness. Exuberant, everyone, means very energetic, delighted, ecstatic, glorious, cheerful, exuberant. Young and exuberant, he symbolizes the country's new vitality. Everyone, the noun form of exuberant is exuberance. Exuberance. A-N-C-E. Exuberance. Dejected. Dejected means unhappy, disappointed, without hope, kind of desperate, hopeless. For example, she looked a bit dejected when she was told that she hadn't gotten the job. Dejected. Guys, the adverb form is dejectedly. Dejectedly. And the noun form is dejection. Dejection. Thrilled. Thrilled means extremely happy. Very happy. Pleased. I was thrilled that so many people turned up to the party. So many people showed up, came to the party. I was thrilled. Everyone, the verb form is thrill. Thrill. Thrill means to make someone feel very excited and pleased. To make someone excited. For example, Tiger Woods thrilled the golf world with his performance. Tiger Woods thrilled the golf world. Everyone, we have the adjective, another adjective form, which is thrilling, with ing at the end. Thrilling. Thrilling means extremely exciting, wonderful, glorious, thrilling. The book is a thrilling adventure story. Thrilling. Heavy-hearted, everyone, means very sad. Heavy-hearted. She was heavy-hearted hearing the news of her husband's death, for example. Guys, we have the word light-hearted. So, heavy-hearted means very sad. Light-hearted means cheerful and not worried about something. For example, I found her in a light-hearted mood. She was just kind of cheerful, happy. Well, the adverb form, everyone, is light-heartedly. Light-heartedly. It means in a light-hearted way. And the noun form is light-heartedness, light-heartedness, with N-E-S at the end, of course double S at the end. Next one is elated. Elated. Elated means everyone extremely happy, extremely excited because something has happened or you have achieved something. The prince was reported to be elated by the birth of his daughter. For example, Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, yeah, they were elated by the news of by the birth of their daughter. Everyone, the noun form is elation. Elation. Elation means a state of extreme happiness or excitement. Elation. For example, there is a sense of elation at having completed a race of such legs. So you feel extremely happy. A sense of elation. Elated, elation. Down in the dumps, or guys, we just say in the dumps without down, so it is optional. So to be or to feel or to get down in the dumps, or just be in the dumps, feel in the dumps. Okay, it means to feel dejected, to feel sad, unhappy, mournful. She's been down in the dumps because she's got to take her exams again. Yeah, you have to take the high 2 final exam again. Are you down in the dumps? Of course not. I was just kidding. Okay, next one is joyous. Joyous. Everyone, joyous means full of joy. Joy is the noun form. Very happy. Joyous. A joyous event, a joyous voice, a joyous piece of news. Guys, the adverb form is joyously, L-Y, joyously, and the noun form is joyousness, N-E-S-S, joyousness. As I mentioned earlier, the noun form is joy. Joy means great happiness, great happiness. Elation, thrill. They were filled with joy when their first child was born. Or she wept for joy, she jumped for joy. Remember, we had it. She leaped for joy when she was told that her husband was still alive. Hooray! Well, another adjective form is joyful. Joyful, F-U-L. Joyful, everyone, means very happy. So Christmas is such a joyful time of year. Or I don't have very much to feel joyful over at that moment. The adverb form, everyone, is joyfully, joyfully, and the noun form is joyfulness. And guys, there is another adjective form. It is joyless. Joyless. L-E-S-S. Joyless means unhappy. Jane is trapped in a joyless marriage. Yeah, she's trapped. Poor her. Guys, the adverb form is joylessly, joylessly, and the noun form is joylessness, joylessness. Okay, I know, enough. Okay, so joy, joyful, joyous, and joyless. Well, you know, this is the way English works. Don't just blame me. We're just working on vocabulary expansion, just to sharpen and improve our vocabulary. Okay, next one is grief. Not in grief, everyone. I think in is kind of extra here. So grief by itself, grief. Okay, grief means very great sadness. Okay, dejection. Because of, for example, the death of someone. So, her grief at her son's death was terrible. So, grief, not in grief, we can use in grief in sentences, but grief by itself means great sadness. Or newspapers should not intrude on people's private grief. Okay. Or newspapers, pictures of grief-stricken relatives, people affected by grief. Okay. Ecstatic, as we had on page 2, everyone, means extremely happy. Ecstatic, extremely happy. The new president was greeted by an ecstatic crowd, a group of people. Ecstatic. Everyone, the adverb form is ecstatically. Ecstatically. C-A-L-L-Y. Ecstatically. So they greeted him ecstatically. We started the new term, ecstatically. Well, guys, remember the noun form is ecstasy. Ecstasy. Ecstasy means a state of great happiness, pleasure. Okay. She threw her head back as if in ecstasy, feeling happy. Blue, everyone, blue means feeling sadness or showing sadness. For example, we say he has been a bit blue since he failed his exams, since he flunked his exams. This is an adjective. The noun form is blueness. Blueness. Everyone, we have the word the blues. The blues. Okay? So the blues. B-L-U-E-S. When you have or when you get the blues, you feel sad. You feel dejected. Okay? So that's it. Lots of words related to happiness, grief, and sadness. Okay. Now, let's move on. Okay. So, 1F. 1F. Work in pairs to discuss the following questions. Try to use the synonyms of both sad and happy to master them, to just use them correctly and fluently. Number 1. When was the last time you felt exuberant? Well, the last time I felt exuberant. A difficult question. Okay, so well, we went on vacation a couple of months ago. Yeah, we had a whale of time, everyone. We just went shopping, we went sightseeing, and it made us so delighted and thrilled, and we were on cloud 9. We had a whale of a time. Okay. Number 2, what do you do to feel better when you are in the dumps or when you are down in the dumps? Well, everyone, whenever I'm not in the mood, whenever I feel sorrowful, dejected, in grief, when I have the blues, when I feel heavy-hearted, when I'm mournful, I prefer to be alone. I just keep quiet. I barely say anything. I don't know why, but I think I need this privacy to be alone. Maybe I lock myself in my room. Sometimes I may try to take my mind off the situation by watching TV, I don't know, the news, I don't know, listening to some music, uh, drinking a cup of tea. Anyway, occupying myself and trying to evade and keep my mind off the situation. I think it does the trick. It helps me feel elated, cheerful, glorious, ecstatic, delighted, and thrilled again. Number three, is there anybody among family and friends to help you out when you are dejected? Everyone, help someone out means to help someone when they are in trouble, when they have problems. Well, thank God there is this friend of mine. We've been friends for, I think, approximately 20 years. He's such a nice guy. He's a real angel, so patient, helpful, and supportive. So whenever I feel dejected, I might just call him and just vent my feelings, share my feelings with him. This helps me feel happy. I just open my heart and I feel relaxed. Why not? I hope you have such a person in your life. Your parents can be one of them, or in case you are married, your spouse, your partner, your husband or your wife can be such a person, or in case you're an elderly, maybe your children, I don't know, maybe your son-in-law or your daughter-in-law can be this helpful guy in your life. Okay. Anyways, I think we all do need one. A person who can listen to us, who can just help us feel cheerful and elated again. And the last one, what events can make you feel elated? Well, to make me elated, believe it or not, I hardly ever feel thrilled and excited. I don't know why, maybe because I'm an introvert, but a nice trip with my family to a green place where I can have some peace and quiet, to take some days off. I don't know, moving to a new neighborhood maybe, or going shopping with my family is another thing I do love. It is really great to just make my family happy. For me, making my family happy makes me happy too. Yeah, I love the joy of making them happy, trying to be helpful and supportive. This is what counts in my life, personally speaking. Well, guys, that's it. The hours fly. Well, hoping you are always delighted, cheerful, cheerful, glorious. Hope you're over the moon all the time. You're happy campers. You are satisfied, contented with whatever you have, and wishing you all the best. and hope everything will just look up for all of us. Well, this is the end of our first session. Hope you just enjoyed our program. Thanks for accompanying us. So, until next session, this is your teacher, your, let's say, delighted, your happy camper teacher, Mr. Mazlumi, wishing you all the best, guys. Goodbye and take care.